Hello, friends. I'd like to talk about prepping and maybe share with you guys what I have done. Um, but this is just on a medical level of prepping. Of course, I've done my canning and I have canned goods. We've stocked store-bought canned goods. I have some dehydrated items that we have dehydrated. I have water glassed eggs that you can take fresh farm eggs, not store-bought eggs, and give them a long lifespan in pickling lime. So I have 2 gallons of those eggs. Yeah, done a lot of things. Got a lot of, I can meat, but I thought maybe we could talk about this because prepping doesn't have to be a shit hit the fan type of scenario. You can get sick, lose an income, and your household revenue is just totally changed. You may not be able to afford to go to the store to get food. You may not be able to go to the store to get medical items. It just isn't for the doomsday scenario. Prepping is for security. It's an investment into your family and to yourself, just because we never know what the future holds financially, health-wise, so on and so forth. So I'm going to share what I have. Some crazy stuff in here. So I do have Boost Oxygen. Dollar Tree is a good place to start to get a lot of your medical, your alcohol, all of your good things. You can get this at the Dollar Tree, a 3-in-1 cotton set. And I keep this in my car. It's in a bag that is just in the trunk of my car. That way I always have it. Even if we're at the boat, we're camping, grandkids are with us, I always keep this in my car. Anyways, we have this, the earplugs. I have saved some medicines that I was taken off of, but I know what they are. Albuterol. I don't use these things anymore. Don't need them. CBD cream. Skin Shield. Liquid Band-Aid. Always good to have. I also have potassium iodine. I have quite a few jars of potassium iodine. It's good for radiation. It helps with not getting radiation poisoning. Radiation settles in and on the thyroid, and you need that for health, so you don't get radiation poisoning. This is some Chinese medicine, and of course I can't read what's on it, but I wrote on it, stops bleeding, but I imagine it has things like yarrow on this in here, because yarrow does stop bleeding. So that's another reason with herbs. Get you some small little, what are they called? Mylar bags. And put them in there. Throw them in a go bag. It's always good to have. Let's see. We got a lot of bandages and such in here. Or save this for a moment. Clothespins and tongue depressors. You never know when you're going to need it. And it's better to have and not need than to need and not have. Pedialyte. Always a good choice. We have some more albuterol in here. Like I said, I don't take albuterol, but you never know who you're going to be around that's going to need it. Aspirins. Manuka honey. First aid kit. But I think what's in here also is what I wanted to show you. Yes. We want to look at this. This first aid kit, of course, it's a CVS first aid kit. By the way, people, if you have a health savings account, I always seem to put too much money in my health savings account, and at the end of the year, it's use it or lose it. So use your health savings account. I buy wonderful Christmas gifts like this for people. I buy them for ourselves. We have a first aid kit everywhere. That every car has them. I've bought them for my kids. You can even use your health savings account for like thermometers and all kinds of health things. Over the counter, you can do it right online. All right, so I wanted to show this to you guys. It's something really good to have because you never know. It is a suture kit. It actually has the needles in here. And you have your hemostats and whatnot there. And these are the actual sutures themselves. Then we have the family one. This is really a lot of repeats of what was in there. I don't have anything that great. A lot of tape, you know, blah, 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 blah. You guys know what you need for medical stuff. You know what I'm saying? About prepping and things we don't always think about. Because we always think about, you know, medical supplies and things like that. I just wanted to let you know Dollar Tree's a good option on that. Think about getting Vaseline. You can actually burn Vaseline. Another thing is getting your essential oils. You can use those for insect repellent. Good for lung. They're good. You can put them on, cut them and put them on the bottom of your feet. It draws them out. As far as illness, it can draw it out. Slice it up, let it sit, get the juice. It's good for earaches. You can add onions, chop them up, put them in a jar, add some local raw honey to it, and that's good for cough medicine. You can cut them up and leave them around for air quality. But your essential oils are good for bug repellents, but essential oils are also really good for medicinal properties. A lot of people don't realize actually how good they are. Dental floss, paper maps. Does anybody even use paper maps anymore? I mean, seriously. I ended up buying some last year because it's like we are so dependent on Google Maps. If we lose phone service, what are you going to do? Bungee cords, that's another thing that you need to think about. Tarps, activated charcoal. So activated charcoal can come in handy not only for stomach issues and things like that, but yes, corn silk tea is also good for UTIs. But also you need to think about activated charcoal on water filtration, because activated charcoal can be used in a water filtration system. Like you put sand, you can put rocks, and then you put your activated charcoal and you pour the tainted or unfresh water in the top, and it filters through, and then, you know, you have good water. Start out slow. Take $5. Go to the Dollar General. Buy yourself some, you know, Dollar General with $5 probably only not even get you 4 items. So I would look for sales. Go to garage sales. You can find all kinds of stuff at yard sales and garage sales. And then like flour. When you do get flour or any powdered items, put them in mason jars. Stick them in your oven for about 45 minutes on 200 degrees, and it will seal it, and it will also kill any weevils or anything that sometimes flour has. So then they're shelf stable for long term. Arrowroot powder also is a good thing to have. It is nutritious and things like that. It has vitamins, blah, blah, blah. We all know that. It's a thickening agent. So if somebody was also having, not even on a prepping level, but let's say somebody had had a stroke and they have a hard time swallowing because they'll aspirate if something is too thin, like water. Aspirate means it'll go into the lungs. So you can use arrowroot powder as a thickening agent. They also have stuff at the store you can buy called Thicket, but it basically is just arrowroot powder. It's a thickening agent. And then when they swallow, if they put their chin down to their chest and swallow, it'll automatically go down through the digestive system and it won't go to the lungs. Just an FYI if you guys did not know that. But it's also, like I said, it's good for digestion. It's good for diarrhea, but it's also good to make your own deodorant out of. You can make dry shampoo out of it. For deodorant, if you take equal parts of arrowroot, coconut oil, and baking soda, it gives you a deodorant. Also, you can use it for talcum powder or baby powder. Cayenne pepper is very handy to keep on hand. Yes, Barbara O'Neill, a wonderful herbalist, she experienced a situation where they had someone in a group, wherever she was, that had a heart attack, and she had cayenne, and they gave him some cayenne and opened up those blood vessels, saved his life. All right, guys, peace out, stay healthy, and have a good night.